Picture your thoughts as radiant orbs in an infinite sky, each one a spark of what you can become. Every morning, the canvas of your mind awaits your brushstrokes. You're not just waking up, you're awakening possibility. The mindset you choose isn't just a mood, it's the force that shapes your world. Think of your perspective as the energy that breathes life into your ambitions. When you rise with determination and a heart full of hope, you're already transforming obstacles into stepping stones. You're not escaping challenges. You're meeting them with open arms, knowing they carry the seeds of your future brilliance. Every emotion you feel, every idea you allow to take root, either nurtures your potential or dims your momentum. But here's the power you hold. You decide what grows. Optimism isn't naive, it's revolutionary. It turns faint ideas into daring plans, turns quiet dreams into declarations of intent. This isn't about pretending everything is perfect. It's about seeing yourself as someone who can create change, even in the face of uncertainty. The most influential leaders of our time, from Nelson Mandela to Malala Yousafzai, didn't wait for conditions to be ideal. They chose to lead from within, fueled by unshakable belief in a better tomorrow. Now imagine, if each morning you gave yourself permission to dream bigger, to think clearer, and to act bolder, what could that unlock in your life? Let your internal world be your training ground. Create mental rituals that empower rather than drain you. Celebrate the small victories, not because they're enough, but because they point to the larger triumphs ahead. That tiny bit of progress, it's evidence that you're moving forward. And here's a secret. Your energy affects more than your own experience. It echoes. It reaches your loved ones, your colleagues, even strangers. By showing up with intention, with generosity of spirit, you're not just creating success, you're inspiring it in others. Let this be the season where you stop waiting for permission to grow. Be the author of your own evolution. Step into your day not just to survive it, but to elevate it. Your thoughts build the architecture of your destiny. Choose them like an artist choosing colors. Be bold. Be vivid. Be unapologetically you. Start today. Communication is more than exchanging words. It's the heartbeat of every connection you build. It's the instrument through which your ideas travel, your dreams take shape, and your presence impacts the world around you. When you speak with intention and listen with presence, you create a channel for truth, trust, and transformation. Think of every conversation as a moment of creative energy. Just like a musician tunes their instrument before a performance, you tune your impact with every word you choose, every pause you honor, and every silence you respect. Great communicators aren't loud, they're clear. They aren't dominating, they're inviting. They understand that authenticity is more magnetic than perfection. Oprah Winfrey once said that everyone she interviewed, from global leaders to everyday heroes, shared one thing in common. They all wanted to feel heard. So what if, today, you made it your mission not just to speak well, but to make others feel seen? Practice the art of slowing down. Ask better questions. Listen not to respond, but to understand. When someone shares their story, they're offering you a window into their universe. Respect that space. Let your response be shaped by empathy, not ego. And when it's your turn to speak, speak life. Paint your thoughts with vivid clarity. Bring energy, not noise. Be the person who can express vision with warmth, direction with humility, and conviction with kindness. Your words are seeds. If you speak with care, what you say today can blossom tomorrow into partnerships, into opportunities, into breakthroughs. Want to build influence? Learn to speak like someone who believes in people's potential. Want to lead change? Learn to listen like someone who values every voice in the room. You don't need a spotlight to be heard. You need purpose. You don't need titles to make an impact. You need truth. Every dialogue is a dance between minds, between hearts, between perspectives. And with each step you take toward clarity, toward compassion, you become not just a better communicator, but a better creator of change. So be brave in how you express yourself, and even braver in how you receive others, because the way you connect with the world will define the world you create. Success isn't born in bursts of motivation. It's sculpted in the quiet hours of daily discipline. That's the edge. That's the hidden advantage. When you learn to show up, even when no one's watching, when there's no applause, no instant reward, that's when transformation begins. Think of discipline not as a restriction, but as a liberation, the freedom to steer your life with precision. Every small decision, every repeated habit, every deliberate step forward builds the muscle of mastery. Imagine you're laying bricks each day. Some days the progress feels visible. Other days, it's invisible. But over time, what you're constructing isn't just a goal, it's a legacy. Serena Williams didn't become a champion with a single win. She became a legend through years of focused repetition, choosing practice over comfort, growth over ease. That kind of excellence, it's available to anyone who commits. And here's what no one tells you. Discipline creates peace. When you structure your time, when you follow through on what you promised yourself, your mind becomes calmer. Your path becomes clearer. You stop second-guessing and start executing. Start small. Don't wait for the perfect plan. Get up 10 minutes earlier. Finish the task you've been avoiding. Push through that moment when quitting feels easier, because that exact moment is where champions are built. This isn't about grinding yourself into burnout. It's about building momentum. Structure without joy is a cage, but discipline infused with vision, that's fuel, that's fire. And when life tests you, as it inevitably will, your habits become your safety net. They keep you anchored. They remind you who you're becoming. They carry you through doubt, through delay, through difficulty. Even when motivation fades, even when circumstances shift, your consistency becomes the most loyal force in your life. So ask yourself, who do you want to become 1 year from now? Then ask, what would that version of me do today? Because the future isn't found, it's forged. And the forge is right here, right now, in the simple, powerful choice to keep going, keep building, keep rising. Your beliefs are the blueprint of your reality. If you want to change your life, start by shifting the narrative inside your mind. The way you talk to yourself, in quiet moments, in stressful times, in front of mirrors and behind closed doors, that's the script that determines how far you'll go. Too often, we inherit limitations, whispered to us by fear, by failure, or by others who couldn't see our potential. But those voices aren't the truth. They're echoes of the past, and you have the power to silence them. What if every doubt you've ever had was just a test, not of your ability, but of your willingness to rise? Rewrite the script. Replace "I'm not ready" with "I'm growing." Replace "I've never done this" with "I'm about to." The moment you choose to believe in your capacity, not your history, you unlock doors you didn't even know existed. Albert Einstein, Maya Angelou, Elon Musk, each faced doubt, internal and external, but they chose to override it. They reprogrammed their inner voice to match the vision they carried. That same power lives within you. Take the beliefs that hold you back and challenge them. Ask, who gave me this thought? Is it serving me? If not, let it go. Replace it with one that fuels your momentum. You don't need to be fearless. You just need to move forward despite fear. Courage isn't the absence of doubt. It's the decision to act anyway. Each time you speak possibility into your life, you expand what's possible. Each time you push past your comfort zone, you redraw the map of your future. Your mind is not a cage, it's a canvas. What you choose to paint on it becomes the masterpiece of your life. And when you start believing differently, the world starts responding differently. Opportunities appear, energy shifts, confidence builds, because you're no longer living from limitation, you're living from liberation. So, let today be the moment you set your internal compass toward belief, not boundaries, toward progress, not perfection, toward everything you were born to become. It's time to stop shrinking, time to stretch, to expand, to evolve. Time is your most sacred asset, the currency of your future, your purpose, your power. And every moment you spend is a vote for the life you're building. But here's the truth. Most people don't lose their dreams to failure. They lose them to distraction, to endless scrolling, to delayed starts, to saying yes to what doesn't truly matter. Want to change your life? Start by honoring your time like it's gold, because it is. Visualize your day as a landscape. Every choice you make is a brushstroke. Are you painting a masterpiece? Or are you letting someone else hold the brush? Take control. Plan with intention. Decide what gets your attention and what doesn't. Because not everything deserves a place in your schedule, just as not everyone deserves a seat at your table. Look at any high performer, from Simone Biles to Steve Jobs, and you'll see a fierce dedication to focus. They didn't do more. They did what mattered most, and they protected their time like their future depended on it, because it did. Here's a powerful shift. Instead of asking, "What should I do today?" ask, "What would the future version of me thank me for doing today?" That's where alignment begins. Break big goals into micro-missions. Create structure, not restriction. Set boundaries, not walls. And build habits that pull you forward with clarity, not force. Time management isn't about stuffing more into your day. It's about expanding the value of what you do with your hours. And yes, life will interrupt. Unexpected things will show up. But when you have clarity on what truly matters, you'll bend, not break. Protect your mornings. Guard your focus. Design your week like a builder designs a skyscraper, with intention, with patience, and with vision. And don't just schedule tasks. Schedule joy. Schedule rest. Schedule growth. Because a life that's only productive, but not purposeful, will burn bright and fast, and then burn out. Time is not your enemy. It's your ally when you use it well. So reclaim your minutes. Shape your hours. Direct your days. Because when you learn to master your time, you begin to master your destiny. True transformation doesn't happen in a single breakthrough. It's crafted over time, through small daily choices to rise, to learn, to align with what deeply matters. And at the core of it all is growth, the never-ending pursuit of becoming more than you were yesterday, not in comparison to others, but in commitment to your own evolution. You're not here to stay the same. You're here to stretch, to stumble, to sharpen your gifts, and to expand into the fullest version of who you're meant to be. Personal growth is not a phase, it's a lifestyle. Read, reflect, learn from the past, but don't live in it. Surround yourself with people who challenge you to aim higher. Make time for curiosity, for skill building, for emotional mastery. Because every layer you add to your character builds the legacy you leave behind. But don't just chase goals. Root them in meaning. Purpose is the compass. It's what transforms effort into fulfillment. When you align your daily actions with your deeper why, every task becomes sacred. Every step becomes progress. Every moment becomes powerful. So ask yourself, what truly drives you? What lights you up when no one's watching? What impact do you want to make, not just for yourself, but for the world around you? That's the core of real achievement. Not just getting more, but becoming more. And finally, fuel it all with gratitude. Gratitude is the amplifier of joy, the foundation of resilience. It reminds you that even when things aren't perfect, there's always something beautiful within reach. It shifts your focus from what's missing to what's meaningful. Start and end each day by acknowledging what's working, the lessons, the people, the progress. Gratitude grounds you in the present and prepares you for what's next. Even challenges carry hidden gifts. Even setbacks carry wisdom. And when you face life with appreciation, you unlock energy that pushes you forward, no matter the storm. Growth expands your capacity. Purpose aligns your path. Gratitude elevates your spirit. So here's the invitation. Be relentless in your evolution. Be rooted in your why. And be radiant in your thanks. Because the life you dream of isn't just possible. It's waiting for you to rise into it.